So, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Friday, we've had a pretty good end to the week. As always, the chat is on. It's host only. Feel free to message me. Good morning, whoever messaged that. Simon, morning, dude. Martin, good morning. Hope everybody is well. Hope everyone is well. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, Martin. Right, let me just get everything ready and then we'll do some more live trading. So, Special K. I still love Special K for breakfast. Sorry, someone's name in his Special K. Right, for anyone who is new here, obviously what we do, so I'm just letting everybody in at the moment. We obviously um we'll go through what we've got here, and then obviously we'll, select our kind of hot picks of the morning. Um so right, let's just let everybody in, and then we'll go through it. We'll go through it. So we've got something called a GOPP meeting. Even I had to look up what time it is. It's between 4:30 and 8. Remember, and it's where Congress is the kind of next meeting to see if they can agree this funding with President Trump. So obviously it's going to be quite key. There is rumors that obviously there's going to be an extra interest rate cut this year, but obviously there was a comment from a Federal Reserve member that they're obviously that they want to be cautious about cutting interest rates, but obviously everything is suffering massively, but obviously there is not a lot of data. So let's have a look overall risk every morning. What's happening here? We've obviously got the dollar. If we look at this on an hourly, it's probably best ranging between 98 and obviously 97 500. I think this is going to be our range for today. I'll be very surprised if we break out of this. I think we're going to come down, then potentially up, down. There's, nothing can kind of change. It's just pure optimism, at the moment, or anticipation of what is going to happen. There's no proof of anything because obviously no one's speaking because half of America, Federal Reserve haven't got jobs right now. So I think it's crazy. They had to furlough like 900 members. Maybe I've got that slightly wrong, but yeah, mad. But naturally, obviously they come back once obviously all the funding is agreed. But yeah, let's wait and see. It isn't very good for the dollar, but it hasn't killed it off. I don't think, you know, but obviously the longer this goes on, the kind of longer that we might see a bit of a downfall here. So we've got the dollar around break even, yields still trending to the downside here. Stock market pumped yesterday, all right, and this was the reason for gold pumping, stocks, lot of money going into stock markets at the moment. As you can see, very, very good trend. And this is what obviously sold off gold in the end yesterday. I took most profit out of the trade yesterday at the all-time high. But obviously, yeah, just crushed straight through. However, I do think, I don't know. I've got this marked up on gold. Let's go through this first. You guys obviously know I'm not a big gold trader. It's not something that I enjoy trading. So I kind of stay away from it. But I do like where it is. Obviously, you got a massive level of support. The good thing about all-time highs is you can judge on the previous market movements. I think if this breaks, we've obviously got two two areas to look out for today. One will be here, and then one would be here, and then obviously next one is this one down here. All right, so these are all our areas. OCD's kicking in. Need to get this right. There we go. Do it better. little bit tidier. So yeah, something like this is what I would be looking at, what I would be aiming for, targeting. So, we just want to see what's gonna happen here. And obviously that's the same for the US dollar here. If we look at this on an hourly, we've had this massive drive up yesterday afternoon, but obviously killed straight off. It just goes to show how important these key levels are here, 98 and 97 500. We've been kind of stuck in this range, since Monday, trading in between. It's been relatively easy. But obviously, if you're not looking at the DXY, then it's not easy. So just obviously be aware of that. Euro, I'd actually really like this again. We're stuck in a bit of consolidation here. So what I would do is I would want to mark an alert here, create, and I'd want to mark an alert here. All right. Because you're not interested in this area. You're only interested when we break out either way. I actually think we're going to get a bit of dollar weakness this morning, but that's what wait and see. USD CAD very, very, similar, not a lot happening. AUD strengthening, obviously commodity based pair, weaker US dollar. Let's just have a look what would be strongest so far. So we've got again NZD euro because obviously euro's indirectly correlated with the dollar because euro USD is the most traded asset. When the dollar is going down, 9 times out of 10, the euro is going up, and obviously vice versa. So just be aware of that. That could mean we're going to break out, nicely and then get that continuation. USD CAD. So AUD USD, I do like this. I don't think it's going to move particularly quick though. Pound, I need to do a bit more research on the pound. So currently, I like euro, USD, AED USD, and GBP USD. I was looking at USDJPY here for a short position. However, yen is the weakest pair today. It's down on absolutely everything. It's down quite a lot, but obviously, risk wise, we could see it kind of recover a bit today, but I'm going to wait and see how it kind of pans out. Euro, pound, Aussie. Aussie's doing well. And then obviously we've got Euro AUD. We could see these melt to the downside actually today. That they're both currently at a bit of support here. So Euro AUD, I'd want to see this break to the downside. And GBP AUD as well. Kind of needs to have a nice clean breakthrough here. So we're going to monitor this over the next half an hour, but I do like the look of these two pairs here. So we're just trying to gauge if my internet loads. Oh, I'm still on temporary internet where I am at the moment. So that's why it's not loading, but it will do in a minute. It should be good. Let's just have a quick look at the chat. Yeah, there we go. Lost me. Should be back now. So we got Euro JPY, USD JPY. Haven't got much that I am looking at the moment. If I'm honest with you, let's go on like a 4 hour time frame. Just to have a little scave through a few of these. I do like AUD USD to the upside. Gold, I think gold's going long, if I'm honest with you. USDJPY was the first one I kind of looked at this morning. However, I wanted to break through this. There's a key level here, 147,500. I'd like to see it break through. So this would be one which I'll be looking at here, taking it down into this area here. That'd be a great trade, that. And then you could have about a 30 pip stop loss. So that would be one, but I'd want to see this come down and then retest and then go. I don't know if we're going to get something that fluid. However, that is obviously one that we can have a look for. So I'm going to mark that on. That was like my vast eye in regards to that, but it's not something I'm going to enter yet. Potentially as well, we could get a cheeky one here where price is going to break out because we've got Asian high here and we've got the London opening range high right at the same area. So this could be a complete fake out here where we then drive back down. If we look at this on a 1 hour, I mean, equal high could potentially come down and test those equal lows here. But obviously, yen has moved a lot in Asia. You know, that's a big swing that. So if we think about it, it's moved 85 pips. Probably the total daily range of GBP would be probably about 120. So let's do while we're obviously waiting. We'll obviously go through. I always recommend before you enter a trade, you should be able to long term do this quite quickly. But obviously, you want to learn how to grade your pairs. So I've got all my pairs here against yen. Obviously, everything else is missing one. But obviously, as well, it's very, very quick for me to roughly look because obviously US dollar sometimes is a bit confusing because you got it before CAD and before Swiss. So it can be a bit confusing. So yen is normally the easiest. So if we were to look at yen, we'd go NZD top. Let's do this properly. NZD top. We'd go, we'd then go euro. Strong at the moment. We would then go Swiss. Obviously, all our like anti-dollar pairs here. We've got Swiss, we've got Euro, Aussie. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. Then we would go down to pound, GBP, and then we will go down to CAD. What have I missed out? I know I've missed out yen. Yen is last, and then we've obviously got the US dollar, which is up against that is up against CAD. So I'd probably put US dollar here. It's kind of middle of the range. That's how I would grade my pairs right now. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to stay like this. You know, for example, if you wanted to take a yen, you'd want to be pairing out with someone else that's pretty weak. So potentially a CAD or what did I just have that on? There we go. GBP. So potentially a CAD or a US dollar, like we explained. Those are what you want to be kind of looking at here. So or if we go the opposite way, NZD, Euro, JPY to the upside is what we would be looking for here. So potential CAD if we're gonna Sure, this would obviously be one, and then sorry, and then obviously US dollar would be the other one, which we'd be looking to kind of trade to the downside here. So let's wait and see obviously how these react here. If we look on a 30-minute, we've driven up, we've obviously had this consolidation, we've had an engulfing, we are above the 50 EMA here. But if we look at this on a higher time frame, hourly, we're above 4 hour, we're below 8 hour, we're below daily, we're just crossing. So let's wait and see. But I do like USDJPY from a fundamental point of view. And if we obviously have a look at this, all this has got to do is break this, and then we'll be good to go. Even if we took it from, say, for example, here we've got the volume, we've got this engulfing. How does it look on a 15-minute? We obviously technically made a new, low here, retesting. I think we can go for this, slightly higher. We had a good day yesterday. Slightly, a little bit more risk if you want to have a bit less risk. Let me just put this in. then obviously we can. But I think I'm gonna just give this one a go, to be honest, just because fundamentally I can't see dollar increasing more than what it actually is. So I'm gonna go from here. I've got a slightly better entry. So let's wait and see. Mhm. Mhm. There we go. Right, let me just post this in the group. We've got a nice entry here, actually. We got managed to get up here, which is good. Right, so let's just mark this up, send it into the V inner circle. As you can always see, it takes me a while to get everything all in there. This is a realistic, view of obviously how long it should take people to upload into a group their potential ideas. So USDJPY. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. So that is one. That's one that we're looking at. And then I would probably be looking at a CAD, but obviously overall, I'd want to hold off on that one there. I do like AUD. It's working nicely. Might have potentially missed it, but I think if we do get one more retest of probably, let's have a look here. What have we got here? Oh, we got a key level here as well. Look at that. Spot on. We've broken through. I'd want this 30-minute to close up above. So let's just lay this one out so everyone is aware. Let's not push this either. I don't think this is going to move a ton, but we obviously won't push it too much. Let's put a little call out box here. So we are waiting for a close on 30 minutes above 0.660000. Uh, then retest. Ooh. Then retest. I can't spell this morning. Of this level. There we go. That's what we're going to be looking for. So I'm going to just draw an arrow here to make it very, very easy. Everyone knows what we're looking out for then. Let's put this in the group. I do like this. Like I would say, whether it's right or wrong, sometimes you got to obviously look at stuff, from more of a, kind of overall perspective. Um, in regards to can what are the chances of US dollar driving up higher? All right, that's what you've got to do, kind of look at. And obviously, if you're wrong, then yeah, you got to sort of swallow it on the chin. But that's what you've always got to be kind of looking at here. So AD USD CAD. I mean, it's got a lot of movement there. How's oil doing? Oil up massively. Okay, so this might be one that we're interested in. Let's have a look here. So we've obviously got this level here, which lines up perfectly with obviously our opening range. I think USD CAD might be the third and final trade of today. Take it down to this level. Finish like 25 pip stop. I want to see again break. Here we go. So, okay, must break and close out of London opening range um, before entry. There we go. So this will probably be my final one. Might have a look for one. Oh, it does that. Go. So that'd be USD CAD. We'll just take a little sneaky look at gold after this for everyone. USD. Okay, as you can see, guys, we do this live, yeah, because I don't want anyone to, say that, oh, you know what, they're blagging it. We do it all live. So that's what we like to do. Plus, it gives everyone that kind of it gives everyone every single morning that routine. Look at yours gone. GBP, I bet that's gone as well. Look, breaking through, nicely. Very, very nice this. But I think we're going to hold off. If anyone wants a sneaky fourth one, it would be something like this. I think equaling these lows here. Um, I've got this feeling, I got this feeling that basically we're going to pop up here on GBP JPY and Euro JPY, and then we're going to melt to the downside here. So let's wait and see. What time zone is the box? So UK from 7:30. It's the opening range. Yes, Simon. It just comes in handy. So it just comes in handy. What's change? It just comes in handy. So let's wait and see. Um, right. Yeah, I've just got this feeling like we said, USDJPY is the one that we've entered. Look at that, already starting to melt to the downside. We've only got to break through this and this. Overall, this is the beauty of mapping out the dollar index. Weeks like this are a lot easier to trade because you know the range. All right, there's no surprises here. We know dollar is going to be trading in between this area here. All right, it's not trading anywhere else, just that area there. That's it. There's not going to be any surprises, to the good. So yes, later on, and this is why I checked what time the meeting was. But obviously later on, yes, if they all agree, that is going to have a short impulse burst to the US dollar whenever they agree, and we're going to be hitting 98 or 500. All right. But, the longer it goes on, the more obviously this range, continues. So, you know what, although it's not great for the American economy, and apologies for saying this, but it's quite easy to trade it, at the moment because nothing's going to change too much. So let's wait and see. We've had obviously a very nice rejection here on USD JPY, which is what we wanted. AUD planning out perfectly. Let's wait for this 30-minute candle and then we'll see what happens here. Will we get a full retest, but any kind of slight pullback? We want to be looking to enter in kind of this area here if we can. If we break out of it, that would be the ideal area to be entering into. So just be aware of that. Think they're holding till next week. Yeah, no, there is a meeting um, later on, so just be aware of that. So we've got today we've got USD CAD as well. Again, that'll be moving quite nicely. Anything out of here, and yes, I will be looking to enter this too. So we want to be waiting for a potential drop. Dollar once dollar breaks this, so once dollar breaks this level here, we're going to see a big move right back into potentially this area here where it's been struggling to break through. All right. And then obviously this might be this morning's move, and then this afternoon's move might be straight back up again in the opposite direction. So we've obviously got to be aware of that. So yeah, let's wait and see. But obviously USDJPY, nice bit of profit there, guys. We gave you this one. So, and obviously, for anyone who's kind of struggling, don't worry. Yeah, but because it takes time and everyone will get there. Yeah, the main thing is that you're not, struggling. You're obviously not afraid to reach out for help. So yeah, we're always here. We're always here to help. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great morning, and yeah, we'll be back trading later on, and obviously I'll keep everyone updated as to how we're going to get on. So have a good one, guys.